What is going on, folk? It's NimbleThor here. I hope you guys are having a great day today so far, because today, thanks for tuning in by the way, we are going to check out Royal Blood, which is the new MMORPG from Nimble that many people so far, at least on Reddit, has compared to Lineage 2 Revolution, for better or for worse. So we're gonna talk about it here today, but first of all, I just want to give a quick warning. And that is that this game runs my Galaxy S8 Plus harder than ever after playing for about an hour or two or so. So just be warned, you might not want to play this while lying on a couch with your phone lying down on that couch. Maybe you want to keep it in your hand so you can kind of feel how hot the phone is running. I didn't have any issues with it. My phone didn't close down. Nothing really happened, but it just ran really, really hot. But with that said, while I complete a few missions here, or some of these quests here, there are many of them, let's get into a few of the things that really surprised me when I first started playing this game here. And the first thing is that I really had to get used to that we can't control the camera. So it isn't actually a fully 3D game, but it is open world and with a very high quality, I must say. But it's probably the biggest difference between this and most other MMOs on mobile that we can't. I'm trying right now, as you guys can see, if you look at the screen, I'm trying to sort of swipe around on the right side of the screen, which is where you would typically move around to move the camera, but I cannot do that in here. So that takes a bit getting used to. It's not an issue actually, but it's just different from most other MMOs. I guess it actually makes it a bit easier to play as a newcomer, honestly, because you don't want to, like, you can't really get confused by looking around everywhere. You can only move with the left side joystick to move around in the game world. Another thing is that there's a huge patch before you can start playing this game, 1.7 gigabytes, and the classes are gender locked. Why are they always gender locked? I don't know, man. It just seems to be the way that many mobile game developers do these days. So they are gender locked, so if you want to play as a wizard, just as we're playing as right here, then yes, you do have to play as a female character. That's just how it is. And lastly, I had to get used to the fact that normal attacks happen automatically, no matter what. We just pick a target, which with this combat setup, by the way, does make sense, as we're primarily using skills, both attack skills and then dodge skills, to defeat these enemies here. So as long as we've selected a target, normal attacks will happen no matter what, even if we've turned off the auto combat, but more on that really, really soon. Because there are a few things that also really excites me about this game, and that is, for example, that we have 100 versus 100 realm battles. That's going to be really interesting to have a look at. If we go in here, we can see that we have arena, which is free versus free. Then we have battlefields, which I haven't unlocked yet, and then we have guild battles. In addition to that, though, we also have flash quests, which we complete with other players, and then we have single player missions, which are daily dungeons, expeditions, and Tower of Infinity, all of which has not been unlocked just yet. Another little thing here, I'm going a bit off script here. I didn't expect to start talking about this, but this is kind of cool. We can upgrade, or this is interesting at least, we can upgrade our potions. I haven't seen that before. Typically, you have small potions, medium potions, large potions, but in this game, as we use the potions, we slowly level them up, and as you guys can see right there, we actually increase the effectiveness of these potions from healing 10% of our full HP to 10.5% of our full HP. That's quite interesting, quite interesting system. It actually also means that if we keep fighting monsters that are too low level, that's not beneficial, because that means we won't use enough potions, and that means we won't ever level up those potions. So actually in this game, it seems like it's most beneficial to actually fight against monsters somewhat around your own level. But I also really like the MOBA-like setup of the skills over here on the right side, where we can only see 3 skills, and then we have the special skill, which is basically dodging. But then we can switch to another sort of setup. So if I click the switch button right here, you guys can see that we have other types of skills, and these skills are well, I guess primarily used in team battles, so they can freeze enemies, for example. Let me use one of them right there, as you guys can see, and we have another freeze skill. Well, all of them actually freeze enemies or slow them down. Of course, they also still deal damage, but these are meant against really strong enemies that we can't easily kill with our high DPS attacks, which are these ones over here. Let's continue mining these here, though it looks like we only have to mine one more before we finished this quest already. But I really like that setup. It means that the UI isn't very cluttered, because we only have 3 skills at a time, and then we can switch to the other 3 skills. Pretty cool, pretty nice setup, and that's quite innovative. I haven't seen that before in any game, personally. Have you guys seen that before? If you have, let me know in the comment section down below. And while I don't want to turn this video into a auto battle mechanism discussion, we do of course have auto battle in this game, but I just personally feel like the way they've done it here it makes a bit more sense, at least, than in most other MMOs, such as, for example, Talion, which was just full on auto all the time. We could turn it off, of course, but everything was auto. Even like finishing quests happened automatically. But here in Royal Blood, we have 3 different setups to pick from. So let me try to go into that, actually. So first of all, we have no auto attack, which is what we've got on right now. We can just stand here. We can pick a target. We start dealing normal attacks automatically, but we have to use the skills ourselves, and we don't automatically continue fighting, as you guys can see, once we haven't selected any target anymore. Of course, we do retaliate, so if opponents attack us, we will start attacking back. But that's about how as far as it goes. Then we can click over here, and we can turn on auto attack. Now, this auto system will automatically run towards enemies, it'll automatically target enemies and attack them with normal attacks, but we still have to use the skills, we still have to use dodge at the right time and use the different skills at the right time, we still have to switch between these different types of attacks as before, the freeze ones and the high DPS fire ones, as for the wizard here at least. And yeah, that's it for this auto mode here. And then we have auto skill, which is sort of the full-blown, full-on auto mode, where we automatically use skills, we automatically target enemies, and we automatically attack them and move on to the next ones after that. I really like that. I really like that we have the option of choosing between these 3 different setups here. It also makes me think that this might slowly be able to convert some people into not playing with auto mode, which is ideally what we want to get at, because if we want to get into some of the PvP aspects of this game, the warfare, the multiplayer over here, then we definitely don't want to fight people who have auto mode on, because that will just be either too easy, which gets boring over time, or everyone just plays with it, and yeah, then I don't know, it's not really PvP anymore if we just play with it on. But let's try to go into a PvP match here. Let's see if we can get matched up with... Oh, that happened really quickly. There's lots of players right now, lots of players, because the game very recently just launched, so matchmaking, it's really, really quick. And it looks like we have an advantage here, because we're level 11, and most of the other guys, it seemed, were around level 7 or so. Yeah, 7, 8, and 8 on the opponent team. And on our team, what was it? 11, 7, and 7. Okay, so it looks like, guys, we are the ones who have to get us this win here. So let's turn off the auto mode, and let's start attacking some of these guys here. Let's use our very strong attack here. Come on. No, okay, out of here, out of here, out of here. Let's dodge out of there. Okay, we are dealing a decent amount of damage, but we are taking a lot of damage at the same time, though. Oh, man, did our team already die? Seriously, did our team already die, guys? I sure hope not. Okay, that archer, that gunner over there, he deals way too much damage. I don't know what we're going to do here. We don't have potions with us in this PvP mode here. I guess we can't keep running forever, but maybe we can run just long enough so that we can use our skills again. Okay, we can stun now, and I'm going to use a strong attack here. Guys, come on. Yes, we did. We actually did it. I thought we were going to lose that one. How cool is that? That is why you don't play with the auto on. I guarantee you guys, if we had played with auto on here, we would have definitely lost. But regarding how pay to win the game is, I have heard mixed results about that. Let's go back here real quick and just start the next quest here. I've heard mixed results from people who played longer than I have. Some will say that it takes ages to rank up the gear that we have on our characters to become strong enough to actually compete with other players in PvP. Whereas others say that you can actually easily compete. It's tough to say at this point, but I would expect the game to become at least slightly pay to win near the cap. But if you don't, if you don't play necessarily to be the best player, then the game, I think, can still be decently enjoyable. It's definitely not for everyone. I know that some of you guys are gonna comment down below, hey, this game is just crap, and of course it's perfectly fine to have that opinion. I won't keep playing this game either, most likely. But at the same time, I do realize that we do have some nice systems in here, and the PvP could be really interesting for some people. And I gotta admit that the 3 versus 3 PvP that we were in just before, it was kinda accelerating, and I actually had a lot of fun with that system. Here at the end, just real quick, I want to go in and show you guys, this is just the typical inventory system. We have so many items, we can either dismantle them, so you can bulk sell or bulk dismantle, and we can use that then to upgrade some of our items. So for example, if we were to upgrade this one, I wonder if we can, yes, we can click enhance here, and we can spend some of these here to, let's see, how do we get it? How many do we have to spend to get it to? We actually have to spend quite a few to get it to. There we go. Okay, so level, where do we want to, come on, where do we want to get it to? I just want to get it to level 2 and see how much of an increase that is. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get 19 extra HP and some extra magical attack. So let's do that right now. It's just gonna cost gold, and then these diamonds here that we get from dismantling other items, basically. We also have a few chests that we won from completing another sort of dungeon just before. So let's just open that and see what we're gonna get. We're gonna get one item there. Oh, it's actually better than the necklace we had done before. So that's cool. And we have another one here also from winning. And these are not loot boxes, by the way. These are just from winning different types of matches. So we got some different items there. That's cool. I didn't know all of those, but that was really cool. So we can actually now go in here, I think, in the special growth and into the Terror Stone and actually become a bit stronger. We can get some extra physical defense, magical defense, and HP. I won't go into all of these systems and what they mean, but this is just basically a sort of a stat boost that you can get for completing different types of... I guess it's really an incentive to complete these multiplayer and single player and warfare missions over here. I think I got it from the arena, or was it the... Maybe it was actually up here in the adventure, the flash quests. I think it might have been the flash quests, actually. We also have mission events, by the way, special missions with 5-player co-op, which is really cool. And you also co-op, by the way, when you play the flash quests. So lots of co-op missions in here, lots of normal quests with or without auto mode on. I do think this game is kinda grindy, so you're gonna spend a long time playing this game. I played it for a couple of hours already, and we're only level 11, so I saw some people being level 42 already. Either they were just way better at the game than I was, which is, I guess, a possibility as well, but I also completed every single quest I could in the first chapter, and I'm not sure if that was necessarily the most clever thing to do. You guys can see the main chapters here, and I completed 1.1. We're in 1.2 now, and there are lots of them. So there's definitely a lot to explore. I wouldn't say the story is really all that interesting. It's pretty ordinary, really. Nothing out of the ordinary. But I guess if you really get into the lore, it might be decently interesting regardless. But I just don't think it's anything really special. So guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video here. I really hope you liked it. I hope you're gonna enjoy this game if you do want to check it out for yourselves. And I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about the game in the comment section below this video here. So head down there, let me know what you think. And until next time, guys, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I will see you guys around.